you can discuss with players so players can play without burden. I think this was referring to their interview.
Yep.
That Race Boy's, is he strict as a coach?
Race Boy?
Is he hard?
Yeah, he's the strictest coach of all time, man.
Okay, that's sarcasm.
No, like
Really?
this guy will literally not give the players food if they... No, he's not that strict. They lock the play. He locks the players up in a room if they don't perform well.
That is
Of
far
course
from
not.
the truth, guys,
They're
please.
grounded if they don't follow orders. But BIGETRON, if earlier they used the Minotaur, now they're using a Terizla and a Gourd that can technically just nuke down the whole roster of Rebellion if they clump together for a big fight. But they won't be appearing from like a diversion, so they won't be forced to clump in as much if they're coming through the portals. So for Rebellion, final pick right here. What do they want to get? Is it some dominance, some split pressure, or is it going to be more team fighting utility? For cars, Dyroth. Oh, that is a good pick, man. Ooh, I like that pick. Wait,
mid?
jungle?
No.
Jungle? Wait, no, wait.
It was on Suelo last.
Yeah, they probably swapped it. It's either jungle or XP. In the jungle, okay, I like it more as an XP actually, but...
Jungle.
Jungle? Huh. Not that bad in the jungle either, but a bit more vulnerable. Okay. Man, I think when it comes to the neutral objective contest, that Dyroth is going to struggle a little bit, but when it comes to a 50-50, if they can make sure that the setup gets disrupted, I mean, the Abyssum Strike can be a great tool in securing these neutral objectives, and in the jungle, you can bring that armor, that physical defense shred to a lot of different lanes, and especially against Terizla, that can be a great tool to really get your EXP laner ahead.
But now we jump in the Land of Dawn once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the second game of this best-of-3 series. Rebellion looking to go for as many points as they can, looking for a 2-0 that will grant them a Giant Slayer title if they can pull this off. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 between the Blue Bulls and the Red Robots.
One blue, one red, one a robot, one is a bull. Meow. Meow indeed. That is the battle cry of the Bulls.
No.
Well, Audi TZ going with the concussive blast, so not the quantum charge which Beloyski used to be a lot more pesky, a lot more sustainable in the jungle. In this EXP lane, though, Cars and Sorizo just duking it out, but Sorizo seems to have a bit more outplay potential here, maneuvering around the damage the Barats can lay down.
In that EXP lane, so the Terizla has a better time, right?
I would say so. Early on, but then later on when he gets his big guy stacks, it might change.
Okay. But what about the gold lane?
Bro lane. This is going to be farming for both these players. Here's the emblem for GamesMax though, and D recognizes that he might be in danger. He's going to be in the thick and thin of the fight. So, tenacity for him. Emando, on the other hand, doesn't really care. He doesn't feel that threatened. He knows that he has a guiding wind. So he goes with the Bargain Hunter and the Weakness Finder just to get pretty good laning phase, but also to try and get to snowballing as Audi TZ goes for a gank. Ooh. Some damage back though to D and Audi.
But he does get out unscathed in the gold lane. So perhaps things are going to get interesting in this EXP lane now that the turtle is moments away of spawning. We can see that perhaps Rebellion are looking on for some damage onto the Terizla to gain some control, but Vincent's already going to start it. He gets resetted. What are these teams planning? BIGETRON, they're back in the midst of it as well. Audi TZ perhaps looking for a moment.
Chomp down as well. Cars not going to chomp down on anyone just yet. Superken goes back towards the turtle. And maybe the Dyroth is used up. Oh, Death is welcome. Now instantly Mystic Gush cancelled out, but Sorizo jumps into the back line, able to stop everybody. There's the Appraiser's Route will be used up by Superken and go and chain it together with the Retribution. Suelo with the Flicker, bringing Sorizo and Keep back for Vincent to take down. First Blood coming down as now the Spear of Destruction doesn't actually connect. 1-for-1 neutral objective for
the kill by Vincent, but we still want to continue. Super Ken still around. Vincent jumping in, but it's going to be baited in onto Chorizo. Oh, and a Vincent strike as well. Oh, Vincent with the damage, and Chorizo pulled back. Sway Low claims that kill, and now it's an all-out win for the Blue Bulls. But hold up, Circling Eagle again. That's a knock-up into the Mystic Gush, and Sway Low falls. Trades after trades.
And Rebellion take full control right there, dominating in the fighting scene. They left Eman to his own devices, but D, he rotated, he kind of participated, and then he just got back to the gold lane with the Spear of Destruction. Great use of skills all around for Rebellion, and the fact that they do have quote-unquote more burst damage with Vincent on the Dyra to try and restart the fights again and again, got a bit of an advantage there. I was thinking that with BIGETRON having some AoE, they would have been able to get more power in those fights, but now BIGETRON's still going for fights.
An all-in, oh, good Netherrealm to save him. Now it might be a full all-in, and Entropy used up defensively. Supercan is able still to claim it. Chorizo goes through the portal, and now D's going to be caught. Chorizo just swinging a hammer left and right. Not able to take D just down. Not yet. Vincent hovering over. Supercan and Chorizo dealing with Auditizia. Sway Low now gets caught by the Appraiser's Wrath. Also the gravity push by Iman. Oh my goodness. So much action. But still, it's Rebellion who should have walked in now with a trade. Look at Vincent. Oh, never mind. He's running away.
Seems like Rebellion here, they're just trying to go with the same kind of style, the same kind of chaos. Of course, it's not as decisive without a big crowd control tool, but they're still trying their best, especially when the neutral objective is up. They want to make sure that BIGETRON don't get to set up. They don't let Moreno get his poke damage, but Eman getting chunked down.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage being placed onto him, and now with the Corrosive Scythe, D does have a little bit more to play with, but now again, when this happened, you should think, what?
D with a solo kill, and Super Ken with a retry win. That's his welcome use. That was a Mystic Gush. Will be able to just melt him down. Cars very low, but still able to survive with the help of another realm. But Auditizia has been left all alone. Flickers back to another realm, and they've actually outplayed BIGETRON Alpha for a bit in HP bars. They don't get any more kills. And it's a win again for Rebellion, I believe. But the turtle goes to BIGETRON.
D gets a solo kill in the gold lane on Iman.
It's technically a solo kill, but that's because Auditizia has been in that lane, have been influencing it ever so slightly. But a great play by D to just know that everyone's on the top side and go for a big dive, but Key almost gets nuked down. For BIGETRON, they're really falling behind in initiative, but the fact that Super Ken has been able to secure the 2 neutral objectives is definitely what's keeping these neutral fights kind of even. But even so, Rebellion are getting a great gold advantage, and they've taken a whole turret on the bottom side in the hands of D. And it's just like this Moskov might start snowballing out of control here if he starts participating in a lot of these skirmishes.
See, the problem with having a chip on your team is that as soon as you get some towers, especially in the side lanes, in the mid lane, you get a lot more room to work with because of where the portals are placed. But we do have a game fun fact. Super Ken becomes the second most frequent player of Fredrin in MPL ID Season 13 with 12 picks and a win rate of 83%. That's a very high win rate, 80% at this level of a league. Will it falter?
Ooh,
It might.
It might go below 80%. We'll have to wait and see. Looking at the gold disparity, only 800 though. Considering that D was able to get a kill earlier and he has a turret, it's only a 600, 700 more or less gold difference. And they're actually kind of on curve, although of course D will reach the 2-item power spike first. We'll see if he can kind of leverage that as Auditizia. This seems to be the rotation here. Send Audi to stick around with D and let everyone else do their aggressive maneuvers. And that way, they ensure that the gold lane, there's the throw lane still, but Rebellion can kind of influence it, but still have a 4-man team trying to fight for the neutral objective.
Mon picks up that item. I wonder if it'll make a difference.
Oh! A win from Vincent, all-out win in the 50-50 battle. Chorizo in the midst of it all caught. Cars, no death to this welcome, and Super Ken wants to continue this fight now with a taunt down onto Auditizia, but another round comes down as well from Sway Low. They deal with it, Appraiser's Wrath into the Mystic Gush. Sway Low! Nope, he doesn't get out. Spear of Destruction to the back. Not going to try to take it there as Vincent gets taunted up, but Chorizo now is caught in no man's land as he gets caught in the Spear of Misery. And is forced to flicker out. Sway Low with a 3-man. Chow Stampede onto Auditizia into the Spear of Misery, and D is just decimating everyone.
D came into that fight really, really late. Eman was there since the beginning. And yet Rebellion, they find ways to bait BIGETRON in. After using all of their spells, all that true damage expended. The re-engage coming in from Sway Low there. The 3-man Shadow Stampede. That was very decisive from Rebellion once more.
It's a 4K gold lead building up for Rebellion. Reaching that 5K peak. D already on the next objective. Already eyes on the prize here.
Oof.
Being able to pick up another tower. That's more space for Audi TZ to maneuver around the map.
And that's him on a 3-item power spike. Earlier, right before that fight, we saw Eman finish the Starlium site. He's a long way from his 3rd item. And this means that D has full control to just go aggressive in a lot of these fights. And he can still farm a lot more aggressively because of the potential backup that his team can provide from anywhere. And the fact that he has a global ultimate they can throw down from all the way across the map. So he is just farming as much as possible right here when there is a lull in the fighting.
I have a question though. If this goes into the late game, BIGETRON has an advantage, right?
In the late game? Oh wow, I feel like because there's true damage for both Marino and Eman, they do have a bit of an advantage, but they still have to play around the Netherrealm. I feel like that Netherrealm factor is what is becoming a bit of an equalizer in a full-on fight. And Rebellion, like GeekFam in the previous match, have that global presence. Whereas for BIGETRON, they're a bit more locked in how they want to approach these fights. So I think overall it becomes somewhat even, but when it comes out to a full-on fight, I feel like BIGETRON has more to play around with when it comes to combos and AoE.
What are they planning? Are they looking for a potential backdoor? Moscow?
Definitely looks like it. You want to try to go for that turret, constantly put on pressure to BIGETRON Alpha, knocking on their base.
Oh, hang on.
The bottom lane, they're actually going to go on to D, who's very, very low. D!
Wow.
Holy moly! With the outplay, the Spear of Destruction, D! With a double kill! Outclassing Eman and Key.
He was that. What? What a monster! 403. Amanenki gets taken down. That's insta value for Rebellion. Being able to get way more value and being able to pick up this Lord. What?
That was disgusting, man. There's no way it should have played out like that. The Mathilda and Natan play attempt from BIGETRON immediately shut down. And with that, also the Lord. Rebellion now. It's all about that siege. Technique for BIGETRON, the high ground is still very real. With a Gourd, with a Natan, and with Sorizo that can deter any kind of dive to stop the wave clear. But 8K gold lead for Rebellion, and D is just getting further and further out of control already on the Malefic War before Eman can even finish that Holy Crystal.
I still can't get over that. I still can't get over that. He should have died in that Mystic Gush coming in from Moreno, but he was able to dodge out of it, gain some more momentum and HP, and then he speared back in onto Eman. And there we go, another play.
Gonna flicker as well. Oh my god, where did Super Ken go? Eman with Entropy, trying to go back and kite back. Clearing out the Lord for now, defending for now, but it's a 9,000 gold lead on the hands of the Rebellion. They're marching down against BIGETRON Alpha.
It seems like Rebellion's still waiting to re-engage now. Even Sorizo getting melted down.
Sorizo, oh my god, everybody's just melting down before they could even react to anything. That's key. Now, the Moreno is trying to clear out the waves. They will be able to do so, but they lose out a big base turret with Rebellion's first Lord Siege.
Did D jump in the bottom lane?
In that fight, I believe he did.
How did he get back out?
Now, he jumped in very late when Eman already used Entropy back, so he just wanted to hit the turret.
Because, you know, the jump does give D a bit of a attack speed boost. So now for Rebellion, just waiting again for the next big opportunity. And there's no pressure at all here. They can just wait it out. The lane that they took the base turret out of, the lane which they destroyed the base turret on is also the lane far from the next Lord. So now look at the positioning. Once again, 2 members on the bottom side, 3 actually, with everyone else just farming it out, trying to keep up to ensure that it's not just D who holds all the gold and all the difference. So that even if BIGETRON Alpha are able to maybe take D out or zone him away from a fight, everyone else will still have a healthy amount of items to really have an impact in these fights.
I can't believe my eyes. A 3,000 gold difference. But Aman on the other shoe though is so uncanny to see BIGETRON this behind, a 10k gold lead for the red robots.
And it's full build for D with the rose gold meteor as his last item. But look at this.
I don't know about going into Audi. He has a shortcut. Rebellion can just all collapse on him, and BIGETRON Alpha, they're looking desperate in the 13th minute of the game to look for a pick.
Vincent's already started the Lord, and it's going down quite fast. It doesn't look like BIGETRON want to posture for it.
I don't think they even can. If they do, they risk getting quote-unquote flanked by the chip. So just like that, that's going to be a free Lord, and BIGETRON are going to have to bank on being able to clear this big Lord without interruptions. And the usage of skills here needs to be impeccable from BIGETRON. If they waste one or use one less efficiently than they could here to stop the aggression, to stop the potential dive, to clear the waves, Rebellion can take this game with the next big wave that they're trying to prep here.
But I mean, technically, BIGETRON does still have Natan. Natan has really good wave clear, right?
So
and
does
this is...
So does Gord, yes.
Exactly. So this is like the best position that BIGETRON want to be in at the moment, right? The defense, with the composition that they have.
Yeah, but also 12,000 gold lead. And the Dyrot that basically makes it so D can melt anyone just like that.
And he's mobile. He can get in the back line if they're not very careful. And here we come with the Lord. Not a three-wave push for Rebellion.
Super Ken not able to dash out of the Spartan missiles, and Guard brings it back. Right into the penalty zone in the back, so Rizzo able to stop Deep and do some damage, but he's still able to just melt him down. Natan doing the same thing, so Rizzo getting out. Fear of destruction by D. Claims the godlike. Iman is still alive, but look at D just sieging the base down. One by one, these turrets fall. Now the last wave up top as D just claims it. 3 base turrets to Rebellion.
I mean, this is still best case scenario for BIGETRON. I know they lose all their turrets, and that's definitely not a great way, but they don't end it there. They're still able to defend their main turret. They weren't able to completely close out the game, and it does give Eman a little bit more time. Where is he now in terms of items?
Both him and Moreno were at 5 items before that fight begun. So now they're working on the final item in their inventory slot. And I feel like they're still concerned about the dangers. They want to go with something more defensive. But if they might really be forced to go for even more damage to try and save these fights. Because the problem now is that they are outputting damage. We saw that everyone from Rebellion got low, even through the Netherrealm. But the front line, Super Ken and Sorizo, had to fall victim just in order to buy them that time. So I think the front line is what we are the ones who really desperately needs more items to survive from the damage that Rebellion are just outputting, especially with Vincent, right? The debuff.
But I mean, at this point in the game, it only takes one mistake by Rebellion.
Yeah.
For this to completely turn around.
That's what's scary. But even then, that mistake will be... It's hard to see that mistake come through because of how tanky the frontline is even for Rebellion, right? And again, usually up against a Natan, you're scared that your frontline will die before the enemy frontline. But in this situation with Vincent, you can actually delete the frontliners of BIGETRON Alpha quite easily with the Moscow. Get that second skill off the Dyrot, and then D does its thing, man.
And not only to one person, to multiple members. And the fact that D is also on the Inspire, it's a bit of a necessity for the Moskov, but it also means that in that decisive moment where you're trying to see who's gonna outlast who, that Inspire is a big tool that Iman does not have at his disposal. Now with the Lord, it's like Super Ken wants to try and contest, try and get a bit more. They don't want to just leave it open to be taken. It's gonna be a big problem for them. But, whoa! That's very early circling Eagle from Key.
Yeah, Super Ken has to reset it now, but look at the members of BIGETRON Alpha having to rotate up top because these slow pushes being built. Okay, Iman's good for now. Key Bringing him back. Oh, Audie's easy. Teleports just in time to the bottom lane. His Athena gets popped though. Now he goes on the Super Ken to try to zone him away.
You'd hate to be Moreno in this situation, man. He's forced to go back and forth from the far side of the lane because he has the AoE. Super Ken though, whoa!
Two-man taunt into the death to his welcome. Now Super King gonna be chopped down as Vincent jumps in as well. So Rizzo into the back, onto D. Mystic Gush played in, but now it's gonna be Shadow Stampede as well. Doing so much damage, the Mon pops in Entropy and melts someone down. That's another going down, and Mon! Massive! Now in the 18th minute of the game, but look at him in a wave. Look at Super Ken, look at Audi Teasy, who's looking for the in-game. Super Ken actually brings him all the way back. They actually decide to go for it. Fraser's back used up as a bit of truncheon as well. Will be used up by Vincent, but he will just, whoa, Iman finds the assassination on the Sway Low. 18th minute of the game, and BIGETRON Alpha might have just found a way back.
I told you, this was coming. Make one mistake and they can come back. That's the problem when you're going against Iman on the Natan in the final moments of the game. 3 members taken down, they overcommitted, they overstayed, and they are going through these towers like it's nothing. A Lord marching down in the bottom side. We do have Suelo and Kars back, but that instant turnaround in momentum.
Yeah, the Circling Eagle granting some space. Key is getting so much space. Super Ken jumps in with a taunt as well on this way low, forcing the Nether Realm, and the Evolve board is still up. It's in the bottom lane. It's building so slowly towards Rebellion. This is a big, big prio push from BIGETRON.
Now BIGETRON has the control. Of course, Rebellion can still go for the chip play, but at this point, they're kind of stuck in the base. Now they don't know who's actually in the jungle, and BIGETRON have the opportunity to set up for these big ambushes. ODTZ all the way down on the bottom side of the map there, but he'll be backing away. He can't risk getting cut off from his allies in the base.
Oh my god. Look at this masterful wave manipulation, man. They're just using these waves, these Evolved Lord minions so well. And even the Evolved Lord, they're just pressuring Rebellion, forcing them to stay in their base, and they might actually take all the base turrets down too. Heck, with the Evolved Lord, they can actually look for an end angle.
It's back down to the creativity that Audi TZ has, and you can already see that he's looking for something.
Iman with the entropy forward now. Death to his welcome used up. Super Ken tanks it. Now Chorizo in the back as well. The base wide open. BIGETRON Alpha gonna go for it instantly, and wow! A comeback in game 1 and a comeback in game 2. Now it's the red robots who do it against the blue bulls.
Forcing a game number 3, ladies and gentlemen, in our second game of the day. What an outcome. That patience coming through from the red robots, that decisiveness in the final